Hey everyone, today I've got another Meso tip for you on REG server specifically because it requires use of the auction house. We're going to be making some Mule gear today. So I've got an aquatic letter eye accessory which drops from Zachem, and you're really looking for an aquatic letter eye accessory here that has some amount of all stats percent, like greater than or equal to 3% all stat is good, and then a little bit of main stat as well. So we've got 24 dex and luck here. And what we're going to do is we're going to cube this to epic tier, and we're going to get some luck or dex lines on it. And if it doesn't come with potential already, you could get a ton of potential scrolls just from training, and they're pretty cheap on the auction house if you want to just buy one for like 100k, I think they are. And you can do this cubing for free if you have maxed insight. You can cube items with mystical cubes, those free cubes that drop from all those bosses, up to level 120 items for free. You can max out insight by mining. You can get trait pots from like event shops right now. There's trait boost potions. You can get those items like the lattes or whatever they are from Monster Collection, Monster Park Wednesday trait boxes. Events are probably going to be the fastest way that you can level this up because the trait boost potions are really good. Also from the daily gift, you can get those trait boost potions. So if you want to do this, I highly recommend getting maxed out insight trait because it just makes cubing level 120 items for free again here. So let's get off of that past lane, and so also because I just have so many cubes, we're just going to be spamming one more try while holding down the enter key, and this can take you, more than 100 mystical cubes in order to get up to epic tier. The tier chance is not super favorable, but in this case I got lucky. You could stop on a rare potential if you somehow get 3 lines of a 3% stat or something that's beneficial related to the flat stat that exists. So we got lucky here. We tiered it up. We got 6% int is effectively what this translates to in all stats in an int 3% line. But we're looking for dex or luck, so we're using some free stamps I got from Ranmaru or field bosses. You can also get those stamps from the Legion shop or event shops to just make sure the main potential is 3 lines there, because it'll make getting stat lines just that much easier. So what I go for is typically a 6% and a 3% line of one of the stats that I'm looking for. So I want 9% total luck or dex here. And this can also take a little bit of time, but it's going to vary because it's all RNG, right? I really wish there was just a button you could click that was like, hey, keep going until you get these lines, because I have infinite cubes. So we got 9% luck here, so that's great. So this is going to sell for a pretty penny, and we need to go back to town to check the auction house price, which we'll do here just a moment. So going into the auction house, and I use this tab on the left side of the auction house to search for basically what my aquatic letter eye accessory is going to go for. So item name aquatic letter eye. The has lines on the advanced search is the flame. So has all stats, has luck is what I'm looking for because I have luck potential lines, and then I want 2 lines of potential luck in the filters as well here. And then I can search, and I can see here that most of these are over like 110 mil. So we're gonna hover over some of these to see, hey, like what are some comparables? That one's not a good comparable. This one's a reasonable comparable, although someone scrolled it and starforced it. Not that that adds too terribly much extra value for these low tier accessories. This one's getting closer, it's got 3% 5 attack, but it doesn't have the 9% luck. This one's a little bit closer, so I'm just browsing the auction house to see what hasn't sold. I click on the market price tab to see what has sold with my desired stats that I'm looking at right now. So I'm like, oh, okay, this one's a pretty good comparable. 4% stat, 12 luck flame, and it's got 9% on the potential, and there's a couple like that. So I'm like, oh, those sold for 110, 130 mil. So I'm gonna put mine up for somewhere in the ballpark of that amount. So if you don't want to grind out and meso farm the hard way, this is a nice way to just idle in town and use up those free mystical cubes that you get. And it's a nice way to not only make money, but you can potentially also use those items on a mule if you roll something that you're like, oh, I rolled a lot of HP, maybe I want to play a Demon Avenger or something. So super beneficial way to make mesos on REG server. It does require the auction house, but I think you'll really like this method, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, everybody.